Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect of Yasharallah, that hopeful 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth, who are diligently teaching this word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom to you sisters who watch and who learn as well. All right. And this is basically an update. All right. Now, you know, I've been watching this thing for, Vladimir Putin. Okay. I've been studying this man. All right. For quite some time. Some of these individuals, you study. All right. Even before I was, actually in the truth. Okay. There was, something about this guy Vladimir Putin. All right. Uh, you know, that's kind of stuck out, from these other, you know, uh, Edomites. All right. At the time, it was just something about this character. Like he was like the type of Edomite that, oh fuck, here the shit go, man. And now the demon hour, okay? It starts when, you start doing the video. But anyway, I don't want to start this video over, man. That's irritating. But you know what? Put it on there, man. Shit. It's too late to put it on airplane mode. All right, yeah, these videos are live, man. Okay, they go up live, raw and uncut. Okay, so anyway, Vladimir Putin, he was different from, because, I've been alive since, what was this guy, uh, and following, and kind of following politics since, this guy Gorbachev was in, was, kind of like the president or whatever of Russia. All right. And, so, Russia has always, been in the, in the crosshairs of the U.S. All right. First, it's the so-called, the so-called tribes. Okay, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right. But, secondly, it's Russia. Okay. And, no one likes to be in anyone's crosshairs. All right. It's a very irritating place to be. But the way that this guy has operated, all right, it's, he's nonchalant, okay, because he's nonchalant and he's like reserved, right? He has that reserved and nonchalant. All of these Edomites are very proud, okay? They're all very proud, all right? But this guy has an arrogance like none other, All right, but it's low key. It's not like an arrogance like Donald Trump or any of these. He has an arrogance like this guy will fucking do it, man. This hey hey man, hey, I'm laughing, okay, but this guy will be the guy that does it. All right, so you know getting back to the point, all right, because this could be the year that we get out of here, man. This year, you know, this year, I've heard the things that this guy Vladimir Putin's been saying since since I was young, man. Okay, and he's pretty much a man of his word. When it comes to the destruction shit. All right, these Edomite, you see the presidents come and they go, and a lot of them joke around and play around, but they've never really pushed this guy's button like this guy Joe Biden just pushed this guy's button. All right, now I don't know if people really paid attention to the sanctions that the U.S. Put on Russia. Okay, and then these other Israelite groups. Okay, they were talking about sanctions and embargoes. Listen, man, the so-called this video is proof that the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American community has been under sanctions. Do you know what sanctions are? Okay, we have been under sanctions. We have been under an embargo. That's why we can't go anywhere. Nowhere in the world where there's Edomites in control can we move. So how the hell is that the mark of the beast? Okay? See, now, okay, now we're getting down to the finish line, man. Okay? And a lot of the shit that a lot of these Israelite groups and camps have been pushing, man, all right, is about to be revealed. Okay? From them leading their flocks astray. Okay, because this guy Putin, man, listen, and you don't see, and you could tell that people are not paying attention to this thing. People are taking this thing like, yeah, okay, okay. People are taking it like, you know, it's business as usual. This is not business as usual. So, yesterday, and this was alarming to me, the United States slapped more sanctions on Russia. Okay? I mean, incredible sanctions. Okay? $750 billion for one. Okay? That was just for one. Okay? Um, they shut down their pipeline, all right, which the pipeline that they built cost billions to create. And it was going to generate, ultimately billions of dollars in revenue. That's been cut off. Okay? They've cut off a lot. They've cut off in the trillions of dollars to, adding up to economic um, and financial support. And economic support that that the Russians have coming in. They've it's like they've cut um what's the name of this this vein on the back of your foot, your hamstring, all right? it's like they cut that, all right? And so now, that's, and Vladimir Putin, this guy is pissed. This guy is a listen, man. Now, that in itself, the sanctions, that is, you know, you messing with somebody's money, somebody's ability to eat, you know, and ultimately, this goes both ways, you know. Um, this is very serious, and you know what this does is that was the that 700 and something, those trillions of dollars is what the US was making off of Ukraine. Ultimately is what the business uh elites who are controlling, to show you, you got to see how this, where the money leads to. Okay, why they're asking for such a phenomenal, you know, smacking such sanctions, because that is ultimately what these elites who are over the US are making off of the resources from Ukraine. Okay? And so now, you know, this guy, Putin, okay, you know, we've been watching through the years that the Russians have been, preparing for a nuclear war. They're not preparing. They haven't been training, and you know, they have been preparing for a nuclear war, and one that, they can take the first strike, okay, and and then sit back, and then play the defensive role, okay. And Ukraine is, a major, a major, that's a major piece of land for them. That's a major piece of land, and it could starve, and it could drive the rest of Europe into starvation, in which that's going to extract, uh, you know, resources from other places. Now, if you understand what I'm saying, um, now here in America, because this is, hey, look, you have the Americans, and I've said this in every video. You have the Americans in support. See, that's why none of this George Floyd, none of that means anything. You understand? Once a devil, always a devil. That's why, you know, Esau trying to say that he's not the devil. Listen, all of these Edomites are the same, okay? All of them. Now here it is. Now I've been saying this. The Ukraine is a neo-Nazi country. Neo-Nazi country. It's full of skinheads and white supremacist groups. Okay? And so here we have footage, which I don't know how long this will, be up, of the Ukrainians. Now, look, these are African Americans, Africans, okay? And they're not being allowed to leave, uh, you know, Ukraine, all right? They're trying to get out as many Ukrainians first. And then they, what's ever left over, that will go to, you know, if go to these African people, if Russia haven't already leveled. And I don't think that you know it doesn't make sense for Russia to nuke uh the Ukraine. But hey, they're gonna make an example out of somebody. Somebody's gonna be made an example out of, man. Okay. um but here is the proof, okay, that these you see, you so-called Negroes, your hearts are pouring out for these people, and these people hate you. All right. You talk about we teach hatred. No, we just expose it. All right. You could tell that those them damn Hamite women, the women sound like men. We don't have guns. We don't have guns. Okay. But we are innocent. Oh. Okay. But and listen, they knew Russia was coming, but see, they knew Russia was coming, but see, they thought that, they felt that Esau would be fair, and this is a warning to you so-called Negroes. Okay? Final warnings, man. Okay? Final warnings. You're going to be in disarray. You're going to be in disarray. Okay? You're going to be asked out. In layman terms, you're going to be asked out, man. Okay? Let me get this other article 1 second. This is from the Associated Press. All right. It says Putin puts, that's a tongue twister. Okay. Putin puts Russian force. I couldn't do it. All right, let me try it again. From the Associated Press. All right. Putin puts Russian nuclear forces on alert. All right. Putin puts Russian nuclear forces on alert. Cites the sanctions. Oh yeah. He cites this, because them sanctions, you want to shoot now, That's Jake is shooting and killing each other because of the sanctions that Esau has on him. You can't make money. You can't get resources. So what do? You shoot, and everything that Esau uses on the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American, he used that as war. He used that as a war tactic. Everything that you see going on in the hood, this is all policy. This is all programmed. The dumbing down of the education, everything. And this is a fulfillment of Bible prophecy, man, of the scriptures. All right? This is a fulfillment of the scriptures, man. Scriptures are coming, they're coming alive right now, man. I was watching a video the other day, and of this guy, I get a lot of information from this guy as well. His name is William Cooper, Bill Cooper. All right, the writer of Behold the Pale Horse. Okay, and he was in an interview, and in the interview, he said that these elites are he said either, this is what he said. He said either the Bible is 100% accurate, and in which he said he feels it's 100% accurate. He said, or these elites are using the book of Revelations to either try to discredit the Bible, or they're just, pretty much making fun, because they are doing this thing to a T. To a T. All right? Putin puts Russian nuclear forces on alerts. On alert. On alert means that these, the Smith, okay, they're dusting off. They're dusting off the, the bowls. They're getting all of the, they're making sure that the springs, that the, what do you have? The strings on the bow, okay, is bending good. That the bow is, sturdy enough. People are digging in. They're digging in the trenches, man. Okay, what this is, all right, Kiev, Ukraine, AP. In a dramatic escalation of East-West tensions over Russian invasion of Ukraine, President Vladimir Putin ordered Russian nuclear forces put on high alert today, Sunday, in response to what he called aggressive statements by leading NATO powers. And yeah, those with those sanctions, those statements that they made, it's like, when you're a child, and you never really had a fight, you're really unsure yourself, and you're in the classroom, the teacher, she's gone, and somebody you really don't like this guy, all right, his whole style is chump, all right, so you're in the classroom, and y'all stand up, and you say, you hit me first. No, you hit me first. No, you hit me first. No, you hit me first. So that's pretty much what's going on. All right. And then you get a little instigator. Okay. You get the instigator who stands in the middle, and he says something, to the effect like, okay, whoever hit my hand is the baddest. And then somebody hit his hand, then he hit you. Oh shit, you got me, nigga. And then it's on, right? And then it's on. So that's what's going on now. Okay? And that's exactly what's going on, man. All right? That's exactly what's going on. All right? It says, reading on, it says, the order means Putin wants Russia's nuclear weapons prepared for increased readiness to launch, and he's ready to launch, man. You understand? Readiness to launch, and raises the threat that Moscow invasion of Ukraine and the West's response to it could boil over into nuclear warfare. And this is from the Associated Press. Now, like I told you, I've been studying this guy, okay, and he's not a bluffer. He's not, he's not that individual. Okay? It's either his way or the fucking highway. And it's been that way since he's been there, man. Okay, these Edomites have been playing around. Okay, this guy Biden, okay, Sloppy Joe, and he's trying to act tough, man. Okay, and they were hoping that something happened. You could tell that they were hoping that somebody killed this guy Putin, or you know something happened to him, so they wouldn't have to deal. They don't want to deal with this guy, but he's been there because you know, hey, you see it in his eyes, man. He doesn't give a damn. All right, he doesn't give a damn, man. This guy wrestles with bears, you know. And he's not playing. He's not, the shit that he does. It's not for the cameras. Okay, he doesn't do it for the book, man. He doesn't do it for no. He does it because that's him. That's the Edomite in him. All right. It says amid the worrying development, the office of Ukraine's president said a delegation would meet with Russian officials as Moscow troops drew closer to Kyiv. Putin, in giving the nuclear alert directive, cited not only the alleged statement by NATO members, but the hard-hitting financial sanctions imposed by the West against Russia, including the Russian leader himself. Listen, man, you're not going to play with. You see, you could do that with the so-called Negro. See, the so-called Negro, you could play with them, play games with them, because we have no resources, we do have a resource, but the resource that we have, we don't use, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Which is ultimately going to foil everyone's plan. All right? But a lot of you jakes, you're gonna get caught up. You're gonna catch a missile. You're gonna catch a nuke. All right. So speaking at a meeting with his top officials, Putin told his defense minister and the chief of the military's general staff to put the nuclear deterrent forces in a special regime of combat duty. They there. They're there. They're there. He says Western countries aren't only taking unfriendly actions against our country in the economic sphere, but top officials from leading NATO members made aggressive statements regarding our country, Putin said in televised comments. And again, that's the you got these individuals on your front porch, okay? When you coming in the house, you don't even know these individuals, okay? And they talking shit about you while you walking into your door. Like, man, I should smack that nigga upside the head, go in his pocket. You're gonna be like, what? What the fuck? What? Hey. Yeah, man. You could read on, further into this, okay? But you know, we're there, man. This could be the year, man. This could be the year. And like I said, Russia would not do anything in the winter, man. They're going to wait, and everything's going to be done in this spring. So, Lord willing, man, we out of here before the summertime, man. Okay? Lord willing, this place is gone, and we're out of here before the summertime, man. All right? Not another day in this hellhole, all right? Under these devils' rule, man. So with that, this was just a news update. Okay, and with that, shalom.